The electric car market just went crazy in September and even crazier in October. You know what? It's not going to take very long before China's car market, the largest car market in the world, goes 50% all electric. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Fantastic to have you here on the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. I'm reporting to you here from Melbourne, Australia. Now, thank you to those of you who have supported the channel on Patreon. Means a lot to us, helps us to accelerate the electric car movement by making more videos, letting more people know what exactly is going on. Because to be honest, if you're watching the channel, you're probably one of the rare few who actually know what the hell is going on in the world right now. And that is, we are transitioning to electric cars at a rapid pace. A pace which I think probably 99% of the world's population just don't understand is happening. Well, why? Well, the world's key car markets are transitioning to electric cars way faster than anyone predicted. And that means China and Europe. I mean, look at electric car sales in Germany, in Norway, in France, in Sweden, in China. They're going crazy within the last few months. Now, the second best selling EV in the world, I believe, in October, and I'm going out on a limb here because I don't actually know yet sales for all companies in October. I know most of them, not all of them, but I think it's pretty safe to say that the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV was the second best selling EV in the world in October, selling 47,834 units. That's an increase of 101% year on year. Sales are going to at least double again this time next year. I think you'll be looking at about 100,000 sales in the month of October in 2022. Why? Well, I've reported on exactly why that will happen in a video about the Wuling Hongwan Mini, about its new model which is coming out. It's going to be increased in size. And there's two other key issues here with the Hongwan Mini which are going to be significantly improved in this new model, which is coming out now. It's available now. Comes with a much bigger battery, and now it actually qualifies for the Chinese electric car incentives, which give you an additional around about $2,000 off the price. So that car is a bit over $7,000, but it actually brings it down to around $5,000 for a car with 300 kilometers of range. This, in my view, is, like I said in that video, a game changer. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. You need to check that out if you haven't already seen it. So the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV, one of China's best-selling electric vehicles, in fact, it is China's best-selling electric vehicle this year, is made, well, it's part of a joint venture between SAIC, General Motors, yep, that's General Motors from America, and Wuling. Wuling actually build the cars though. Recorded its highest ever sales in a month since its launch in July last year. And it actually increased its number of sales by 36% versus September. Now, the incredible thing about that is that within this space of time, within the last month, in the last couple of months, in fact, a range of new competitors in this space have been released to the market, like the Chery QQ ice cream. You should see the video I made about the QQ ice cream. I think it was 10 to 15,000 pre-orders within 24 hours for that car. Well, those cars you would think would be taking market share away from the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV. They're exactly the same type of vehicle, but they're not. Wuling is still selling as many as it can possibly make. So sales of SAIC, GM, Wuling's global small electric vehicle architecture models totaled 51,000 units in October, which was an increase of 112% from a year ago, up 39% from September, the company said. Now, the reason they sold 51,000 in total is because they also make another car, which is very similar to this, but it's even smaller again. And I also made a video about that car as well. I'll put a link to that video in the description too. So Wuling released the Mini EV last July, but they released an upgraded version, the Mini EV Macaroon, in April, priced at $5,750. Now, they also make a convertible version of this car, which is one of the coolest little iconic convertibles ever. And it's also, incidentally, the cheapest convertible ever made, the cheapest electric convertible ever made as well. It's insane. I made a video about that. I'll put a link to that video in the description too. Now, SAIC, GM and Wuling came together to build another car, Baozhun's mini car, the Kiwi EV, and it went on sale in late August with prices starting from 70,000 RMB. or around 10,000 US dollars. Now, at the end of September, GM, Wuling, and SAIC announced their first two-seat new energy model at the Tianjin Motor Show, called the Wuling Nano EV, the third model under its GSEV architecture. Right now, there is this incredible demand for these micro cars or these mini cars, whatever you want to call them, in China. The prices are incredible. A lot of that is thanks to subsidies from Chinese councils and governments. But there is a certain niche cult following for these cars for young people. Young people love to buy them. And then they actually modify them, heavily modify them. They put stickers on them, they change the paint, they wrap them, they do all kinds of different things. And there is like hundreds of thousands of options you can add to these cars. So they become an iconic niche car. I personally think that this is the start of a new trend. I don't believe this is the start of a new trend in China because it's been going on in China now for quite some time. It's become massive over the last year. This car is one of the most iconic cars in the world thanks to this new trend. But I think this trend will eventually catch on all over the world. And eventually, people outside of China, in the United States, in cities, in European cities, in cities all over the world where most people live, and most people don't drive very far, I believe eventually they will have access to these cars, and this will become potentially up to 40% of the global car market. That's my prediction. Let's see if it happens. What do you think? Do you think if these cars were sold outside of China, they'll be popular in cities? Would you consider buying one? Do you think they'd work? Let me know in the comment section below. As ever, have an awesome day. I'll see you again on the next one. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Bye-bye.